What's those things called when you say them? Hey, say this 5 times fast.
Linguistics, tongue twisters.
Yeah, yeah.
Say, I finger fucked Franny frantically down by the freeway 5 times.
Finger fucked frantically. Fran. I finger fucked Fran frantically
Franny.
down by
I
the
finger fucked
freeway.
Franny frantically down by the freeway.
Nope.
I finger fucked Franny frantically down by the freeway. I finger fucked Franny frantically down by the freeway. I finger fucked Franny frantically down by the freeway. I finger fucked Franny frantically down by the freeway. I finger fucked Franny frantically down by the freeway. And it made me famous because I was caught on film.
Well,
You know it's about that time to grab a bag of the stickiest itchy bind you can find and pearl one up. Welcome to the Pearled Up Podcast.
welcome everyone to the Pearled Up Podcast. It's your boys. I'm Jay Buddha, and obviously that was very primo.
Listen, red leather, yellow leather.
Hey, I messed up. Say it 2 times fast. I forgot it. Playboy, I got a very, very serious question for you before we get into this,
I got a very serious answer.
because we are right off the heels. I mean, we don't like to date stuff, but who cares? Because
We
it's
do it
all,
all the time.
yeah, who cares? We in a multiverse here. Uh, we're off the heels of 420. Happy 420, everyone. Hope y'all had a blessed day and it went right for you and you got to relax. It was on a Saturday. But I do have to ask you this before we even dive into it, bro.
Huh?
Would you pearl up?
Well, my friend, today on the Proto Podcast, your boy has what they call the DB, the Donnie Burger. Okay. And it's got me over here baked like cheese. You know what I'm saying? Been a
Okay.
little melty. You know what I'm saying? The boy Donnie Burger. I threw that in
Funny
what
you
they
said
call a
cheese.
motherfucking watermelon wrap.
Ooh.
So it's a little sweet. It's a little burger. It's almost like putting cherries, Michigan Bing cherries inside of your burger and cooking it on the grill. Might not go together, but it's a flavor saver for sure. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Exactly. Why? What about you?
I was lost after Donnie Burger because like I was like, what's that?
It ain't Donnie Brasco.
Okay, it's not
We don't.
Nebraska.
Hey,
Um,
listen.
but me, so wait,
What you
hold
what you
on.
what you
Donnie
pearl up?
Burger, what is that?
It's
I
some
got it.
bud. It's some flour. I mean, it's Parmesan Oregano. It's some
Oh,
motherfucking. It's the truth.
all
It's
right,
the real deal.
all right. But me,
I got an amen from the fucking committee back here.
from the peanut gallery, got the
Yep.
8 men on that. Um, yeah, I pearled up something nice, you know.
What you
Uh,
got? What you pearl up? What you got over there?
I did use, I did use another game,
Mm,
another white grape,
mm,
but it's something
mm.
different in it. And like I said, it's wild that you said cheese because uh it is royal cheese.
Oh, some Royale
Yeah,
cheese.
royale cheese. Nice, gassy, very pungent smell,
Stinky.
funky.
Smell like fucking the foot of a dead man.
With Fritos crushed up. You ever
Ugh.
you ever open up a bag of Fritos and took like the first whiff?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ooh.
I don't know if that's the salt on top or the actual corn chip itself,
It's
but
probably the preservatives.
okay. But that shit either you know what I'm saying? That shit it smell like it smells.
It smell like it smell. It's a smelly smell.
Yo, do you believe in the myth that you can get so high that you wake up with a hangover?
Yeah,
Has that happened to you before? Break it down for me.
absolutely. Um, It usually happens on edibles.
Okay.
So if I have some edibles like late at night and probably overdo it,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big dude. So if I'm like, oh man, this little piece of cookie, it's like, hey, eat 2 little cookies.
Little piece of dog shit ain't getting me down.
I mean, they'll tranquilize a horse, but I mean, two
Not me
cookies, they
though.
taste good. So I'm like, well, let me eat 6.
I've seen you eat a lot of edibles before.
So that's you wake up and you're just like woozy and you're like, man, I'm still baked.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've ate some edibles before.
Some fucked up brownies. Some good brownies. My wife, she's a connoisseur of some edibles. But before that, there was these brownies, these motherfucking brownies, man. Whew. Had me fucked up, man. Yo, we went to the WWE Fast Lane.
Fast lane.
I was so
Ohio.
fucking ripped in Ohio. I was so ripped.
Bro.
There was this kid next to me going crazy over Brock Lesnar. And I was like, yo, I like Brock too, but I didn't want to say nothing to the kid. Because I was like, yo, we were up in the nosebleeds. So it was like the creepy guy all the way up top in the cheap seats talking to the kid because I was so high. I know I was sweating. I know I was sweating. I was so fucking stoned. I didn't want to be that guy because his mom was there. She looked at me. I looked at her. He looked at me. I looked at him. We both looked at Brock Lesnar. He said, darn. And we were both like, I looked over at you. You looked at me. I was like, I'm fucked up. And you were having a good time talking to the people on the other side of you.
Yeah.
And I was stuck in my own world going, man, this fucking sucks, dude. I ain't got nobody to talk to. And if I do talk to somebody, people are gonna be like, why the fuck's that guy talking to that guy?
Bro,
I was
I was trying to hold it together too. You're over here just wanting to connect with this kid, like, yo, this is cool, right?
Just like, yo, Brock Lesnar, right?
On some like, hey, I
had
grew
never
up on
seen Brock
this,
in my whole life.
but like you grew up on this, he's growing up on this.
Right. Yeah,
Y'all,
it was
the
one of those
connection.
moments
It's
where it was like,
no
cool,
harm,
bro.
and you're just like, I can't even talk to this kid right now. That's weird.
Yeah, right.
I'm over there. I'm over there just chatting it up, like, yeah, this is cool and blah blah blah.
Bro, because you sat next to a bunch of guys that were our age. Well, not like you meant to, but like you ended up sitting next to a bunch of guys that were our age. You know, the kind of guys that like wear like the fucking WWE championship belts around their fucking shoulder blades and shit. They were like, yeah, we're the champ, all the way up there in section 409.
They spent $500 on the belt.
Yep, just so they can wear it
on the seat
in the $25 seats.
Hell yeah! Hey, they in there though. But
I remember going there. That was a spur of the moment purchase.
Well, yeah,
we only went up there because we was on the way back from Detroit, and it was
we was down on the floor. We was watching that shit, and the people came was like, "Oh, I think these are our seats." He's like, "Oh, huh? Oh, okay."
And that's back when LeBron played there.
Yeah.
So we were like, yeah, we were on the floor with LeBron.
But bro,
he was everywhere.
Up top, I had to talk to those people because I was trying to hold it together. Them edibles was kicked in,
sweating.
And when I looked down, I was like, yo, what is this shit? Just if you've never been up in the top of a stadium,
don't go up there on edibles. Especially not if you're afraid of heights.
Facts.
Or if you got equilibrium problems. Or if you got problems saying equilibrium.
Say equilibrium 10 times fast. Bro, shit. Speaking of weed though, there's some states that are putting it on the ballot this year, which I think is pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Well, do you know what I think is pretty cool? While you're getting that ready, telling me what states are putting legalizing weed on a ballot, do you know what I think is really cool? Talk about weed altogether. I know you're the biggest hip hop head I know.
Oh,
so I know you know what happened yesterday. Record Store Day 2024. You know what dropped yesterday. Did you pick it up?
I didn't.
You didn't pick up Wiz Khalifa's 7 greatest singles. Shh. My God, it's called the Chronic set or some shit like that.
Is it really?
My God, yeah. And then Manchild dropped something yesterday.
Okay.
Dave Grohl dropped a limited. Him and Scott Ian from Anthrax and some other guy, I don't know who, off the top of my head, created some GBI 3000 pressings of a 7-inch single. Pretty good releases yesterday, from what I hear.
Okay.
We went today to try to go see if there was any left, and there wasn't because it was the day after.
Wait, so they actually pressed up copies of them? Like you was going to buy an actual physical CD album
Album,
record?
record,
Yo, I've heard
vinyl.
vinyl is up.
I was thinking because they have these things. I don't know if you've ever seen them. I don't know what they're called, but it looks like a little bus. Okay. And it literally has a groove on it and it goes around the record. And I was like, you know what? Save space. Might as well get one of those. That'd be pretty fucking neat. And they didn't have what we wanted. So still still a slave I am to the streaming platforms.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
yo. That's tight, man. Yeah, I've seen those though. They have the little record needle on the bottom of them, and then they have
Yeah.
they're like a Bluetooth speaker.
Yep.
And they
And
just
it just goes
literally
right out of the
go
route.
around it. Yeah, those are pretty dope.
Yeah, man.
Technology, man. It's out here.
It's fucking wild. 2024 and 1974 is still living. You feel me?
Still living.
Hello, can I
For the
get an amen?
Hallelujah. This is not a religious podcast if you're just tuning in.
It's all good. You know why? My lady does witchcraft.
Damn.
She don't look like the ladies from the craft, but she does witchcraft.
Our girl do
You
that.
feel me?
She like rocks.
See, she like rocks. She
rocks
be making potions in a bottle and shit. Don't make her get the turmeric oil out. You know what I'm saying?
and shit like moon water and
listen. She'll have a
sage.
little voodoo doll of you inside of a terrarium real quick.
I
Don't
don't
fuck
doubt
around.
it. That's why I don't go snooping through things. What I'm snooping
Nope.
for?
Nope. Shit.
Fuck around and get a needle in my neck.
I don't even listen to Snoop Dogg because of that. You feel me? I don't listen to that. I don't listen to TLC's Creeping. I don't listen to none of that shit. I'm listening to Creep by Radiohead. None of it. Okay? None of it. Ain't catching me fucking creeping.
Ain't catching me lagging at all.
Hell nah. Well, Willie D say never let see you
sometimes I
sweat.
get a little, I get pain in my back or my arm. I'm like, yo, is she playing with me?
Diverticulitis. You feel me?
Diverticulitis. This guy.
What you talking about? Tennis elbow real quick.
I'm talking about, is she playing with me? Did she just stick me with a needle?
Bro, listen. Yo, you want to know one of the biggest fears you can have unlocked? Go into the fucking gas pump and squeezing the handle and a fucking needle just pricks you.
Oh, okay. Thanks. I've never thought about that. Damn.
You never thought about that?
No.
Have you ever thought about going to the fucking movie theater, plopping down on the seat, the fucking needle in the seat? Bloop.
Wasn't that like a thing or something?
Yeah, man. Motherfuckers be putting AIDS on the needles and shit. That's fucked up, dude. People, yo, that's like up there. Well, I mean, obviously it's worse, but that's up there. Like, if I catch somebody with a camera and another person that's being recorded is opening up the fucking dairy pantry and licking ice creams and putting them back, I'm knocking that kid the fuck out.
Bro,
I'm sorry.
I saw that.
I'm sorry.
Or whatever.
I thought this was America. I'm sorry.
Insane to me.
Disgusting.
People opening up drinks, spitting in them, and then putting them back on the shelves.
Like, yo, what? What the fucking diverticulitis and shit? Fuck out of here. Disgusting.
You obviously got joint pains. You doing some dumb shit like that.
Ugh.
Yeah, obviously your elbow hurt.
That's why I don't drink the blue fucking Star Wars milk, because people that like Star Wars are crazy. Did you see the blue milk they came out with?
No.
Crazy. You ain't see that? Because apparently in Star Wars, I don't even know Star Wars, but apparently I know in Star Wars, there's blue milk. And they came out True Moo, some shit. Came out with a fucking blue milk.
Is it just dyed?
Apparently it tastes like vanilla. It's like vanilla cookies and cream flavored fucking blue milk. I don't know.
Somebody says it's blue milk hit shelves ahead of May 4th. Oh, because May the 4th be with you.
Yes. And listen, if the 4th is with you, then, April showers bring Mayflowers, but not no more.
What kind of milk do you drink? Whole milk?
I will drink a 2%. 2%. But I will drink a whole milk. I will drink a whole milk, but I'm like a 2% kind of guy. If you go, hey, which one you grabbing? 2%. Why? I don't fucking know.
Oh no. All right.
But
Star Wars milk is a 1%.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's only half of what I use. So I have to get 2 of them pretty much.
Yeah, you have to drink double.
Fuck me.
So what is okay, all right, hold up. This delicious vanilla flavored 1% low fat milk is sure. Mm,
Isn't that funny? Vanilla 1%. Like
look
it's
at that.
like it's Mark Zuckerberg. You know what I'm
Look at this.
saying? Like, "Mer."
Look at that. Would you drink that?
Listen, unless it's chocolate, I usually don't drink milk anyway. Unless it's in my cereal or it's chocolate. So I don't think that really qualifies as either one. What about you? Would you?
Nah,
Would you drink the True Moo Blue?
nah, not at all.
No, not for you. The True
No.
Moo Blue.
I just recently watched the first, I think, what, six Star Wars?
The who?
Yep.
He said, I just recently watched the first 6 Star Wars. Jeez, you need to watch. Yo, I heard there's like 40 of them. I
Right.
had a
That's
conversation back with somebody who actually fought Darth fucking Vader. You get what I'm saying?
yeah.
People get mad when you say it wrong.
Oh, I didn't even realize. I didn't even realize you said it wrong. Damn.
People get real, man. I'll be like, yo, dude. And then she fought Darth Vader, and they'd be like, it's Vader. And I'll be like, yeah, it's Vader time, bro. I'll be like, are you fucking kidding me? And I'll be like, oh, I never seen Star Trek, dude. I just know that she was on it. And they'd be
Damn.
real fucking mad.
You're like a antagonizer.
You
You
know,
like to
only
shake things
listen,
up a
I'm like
bit.
the antagonizer in like a PG movie. You get what I'm saying? In like urban or what is it, suburban commando with Hulk Hogan. I'm like one of the bad guys there, you know, or I still wear a name tag, you know.
Yeah, everyone knows I'm just a bad guy. Yeah.
He's a rude dude.
Sometimes you gotta root for the villain though, you know? Villains always necessary.
Are you telling me that when Red Foreman shot that guy's fucking didn't he shoot the guy's dick off? In fucking RoboCop or the RoboCop shoot the guy's dick off. Either way, that's a villain move, and I was rooting for
I
it.
don't know. I didn't
Mm.
wasn't
Red
my
Foreman was a
thing there.
bad motherfucker in that movie. You know what?
He was
Go
he
back and
was
watch.
was
Go
he
back and watch RoboCop.
RoboCop?
He wasn't RoboCop, but he was in it. He was the main bad guy.
Oh,
He
okay.
was a bad motherfucker in that movie, dude.
I'll have to check out RoboCop. I wasn't my movie, you know what I'm saying? Like didn't really
Fucking Red Foreman. He was putting foots in asses.
never about watching the cops, you know what I'm
White
saying?
and black and blue. You know what I'm saying?
White, black, and blue. What's that?
Isn't that like the cop colors? Like you be seeing like the stickers, it's like a white line, a black line, like America, then it's like a blue, like fucking fireman's axe. And it's like police, you know. You get what I'm saying?
Fireman's axe.
I don't know,
They
something.
like beef with each other, right?
I think that they think one's more essential than the next.
Oh,
I think they're both equally essential. More people like firemen for sure. When your house is going up in flames, the cop will go, "Don't go in there and get your dog." Fireman will be like, "Hey man, we're going to go try to save your dog." You know what I'm saying? So
I would go save a dog.
I'd go save my dog. Fuck out of here. You tell me not to go in there, I'm like, arrest me for going to save my dog. I got 2 girls in there. Do 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 do. I run. I come out like Pee Wee Herman with a handful of fucking snakes. Like
These are my dogs.
these aren't my dogs. After the snakes on the ground, my dog come out eating them. I'm like, there she is.
Jeez. My dog did try to eat a snake the other day.
What do you think was OJ Simpson's downfall? Was it dying
I
or
mean,
was it going to jail? Because he was never convicted of a murder, so you can't say it was murder. But was it going to jail for robbing his own shit back, or was it the fact that he died and people didn't like him? And do you think that he killed? Do you think he killed Ron Goldman and fucking his wife?
no.
Hmm. You don't think so?
When has
A
the
lot of a
justice
lot of
system
people
ever
think that they
failed?
do. Yeah.
When has the justice system ever failed?
I don't know, man. I don't. You know what? I want to be honest. That's a good fucking point. I want to show you something, dude. Check this out. Right before my man died, OJ Simpson sent me this. OJ Simpson signed Hall
Oh,
of Fame
let's
85 and
go.
scripted football. For those of you listening on Spotify, it's a football. It was
The
signed directly by
Bills
OJ
logo
Simpson.
in it, and that was signed by the Juice.
Signed by the Juice. It's got a little Bills logo. It's a full size fucking football. And
OJ ties in with Wiz Khalifa, his album Drop 420.
listen, it's a
20
little
years
it's
pushing
it's a
OJ.
little known fact that the movie Juice was actually going to be called The Juice, and OJ Simpson put a stop to it. So, because he was like, I'm the fucking juice. So, if you didn't know that
Primo
about
facts.
if you didn't know that about Ornithal James, is that his name? Wasn't it Ornithal James?
Yep.
Yep, I knew that.
Come on now. Why are you even questioning it? The man
Because
signed a
because
football for you.
honestly, because I thought it was Jones, and I said, "Joe, it's James. It's Jones. No, it's James." You get what I'm saying? So I had that little inner struggle real quick.
Never doubt yourself, you know.
Either way, but man, they called him OJ. He would run. You know what I'm saying? He played for the Bills, and he got them bills, and he paid Johnny Cochran's bills, and that's all that matters. No, you want to know a true story? All jokes aside, this is no bullshit. This is no fucking bullshit. No bullshit. The reason I got that is because growing up, I had a funny little OJ story, right?
Okay.
No bullshit. This is a true
And
fucking
he'll
story. It's
tell everyone
stupid.
a funny
It's
Dennis
stupid as shit.
Rodman story too. But go ahead. Go ahead. If you
Nope.
ever see him in public, if you ever see Paulie Primo, you ask him about his funny Dennis Rodman story. But go
Ask,
ahead. Go
ask
ahead
me in
about
public.
please. I want to hear this OJ
So
story.
so uh so when that whole fucking trial was going on, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it was huge, it was a
White
spectacle, right?
Bronco.
So I was like 9 years old, okay, when this trial was going on, okay. And I remember being in like, fucking grade school, but we would always go to like the dollar store and shit like that. And I remember my mom was like, "Oh, whatever." And the deal always was if I wanted a book, I could get any book I fucking wanted, right? And and that was always like, "Oh, I can get something if it's a book." So I remember we were leaving, and I looked up, and it was just like it's a huge, almost looked like a fucking dictionary, but it was a huge fucking book about OJ Simpson about the trial, and it had him on the fucking cover and shit. And I was like, yoink, I want this book. My mom was like, "You want that book?" And I was like, "Yeah, I want this book, right?"
It's my
So
favorite book.
yeah, right. Boom. So they ring it up, $1.25, 300-page fucking book of OJ Simpson, right? And I remember going to school the next day, flipping through it and shit, and everybody's like, "What's that? What's that? What's that?" Right? Looking at it. And the fucking teacher took it from me and told my mom I was never allowed to bring it back to school.
Dang.
Yeah.
Couldn't learn about history, bro. What?
Yeah, right? You get what I'm saying?
They was banning books back then. They banning books
They
today.
wanted to set that shit on
That's
fire. They were
tough.
like, turn that shit to Fahrenheit 451.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit. 151 Malibu rum and pineapple. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey. No, but for real, that's crazy, right?
Yeah, man. That's that's funny.
Yeah.
That's good. I like that, man. Yeah, you can get anything you want.
If it's a book. If it's a book, and I was like, okay.
And here you're reading about the trial OJ Simpson.
Yo, it was crazy because growing up, right? My uncle also, well, my uncle had, I should say, I also had because my uncle had this book. I remember being like real young, right? And it was like it was like a book of a little red book from like the 70s. And it was like all about the world's deadliest mushrooms and fucking poisonous shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, it was like, one of those world fucking scientific books.
Yeah.
National Geographic, some shit, And
It used to always be like, oh, don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge a book by its cover. But anytime I went to the library in school,
mhm.
I always judged the book by its cover.
How else you gonna know what to read?
That's what I'm saying. Like
You know what I'm saying?
that's it. Oh, this book got a dinosaur on the front of it. I'm getting this one.
This one got OJ Simpson on it. Yoink. That's mine.
Yoink.
That's mine. Shit. Ever since then, ever since I seen OJ Simpson, I started putting gloves on like this. Like, oh man, I need a bigger size. Like, what the fuck?
What is this?
Straight up. Ah, maybe if I just stick my pinky in this side. Never works.
I feel like, well, I was only 6, but I feel like the news in that trial was like pay-per-view. Like everybody was watching it. I just remember people in my house, my granddad, my mom, my dad would that's the what would be on during dinner, you know what I'm saying, or getting ready for dinner and stuff like that. That would be on the news.
Yeah.
Here's the updates from this and that. And I'm just like, man, this is on again. When is wrestling coming on?
Yeah. And you couldn't have wrestling. Instead, it was and back to 90210. Beverly Hills 90210. And then it comes in. No, you know what? I never watched that show. I never watched that. Never watched Party of Five. I will say I did watch Dawson's Creek. And when Pacey was banging his teacher, that was a great day in Americana. You get what I'm saying? That was great. That was
no idea.
Listen, if you don't know about Pacey banging his teacher, then you really don't know the WB. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's it.
Oh,
I don't care
the
what you watch.
The WB had Parenthood on there.
You don't know about WB? If you don't know about Pacey banging his teacher.
Jamie Foxx show was on WB.
Might as well not have been if you don't know about Pacey banging his teacher.
Listen, I'm sorry. I didn't watch Dawson's Creek.
Joshua Jackson was throwing it down. Bang, 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 bang. No, seriously, though. He was hammering that thing, and the teacher was hot. Everybody that wanted a teacher like that. You know what's fucked up? Where did these teachers come from?
The WB.
Let me ask you this. If you let's say this was World One, obviously, okay, right now. This is World One that on a timeline. Me and you talking, this is all we know. So let's just say this is World One, okay?
World One.
Let's assume there's parallel universes, okay? Multiverses. Okay?
I'm in it already.
How many multiverses, like number 2, number
Infinite.
3, would you have to go? For, like starting your whole life, just maybe a little different each time. How many multiverses do you have to go for one of your teachers to fuck you?
I have no idea.
How many do you think?
I don't know, 136.
Okay. So by the 136th universe, you are throwing it down on a teacher.
Okay.
Now, same timeline, same everything. How many multiverses for a teacher to fuck you?
I don't understand. I don't understand.
Like, I'm sure in the last multiverse, 136, you were banging a teacher. You were inserting into her. So now, how many multiverses for one of your teachers to insert into you?
Does not compute.
Nah, I'm real sure it computes because the other one computes. Now you can just compute this one. You're a computer, so that way you can figure it out. You're AI.
Does not compute.
You're AI. You know it. Is it within the first 10? Does it not compute because it's so quick?
So since yours will be the first one.
Listen,
yours would
would take me
universe 1. It already happened.
So that just means I'm ahead of the game. I'm ahead of the curve on that.
Oh God.
But it would take me
probably. Was your gym teacher or your science teacher?
No, man. I think I had one. I forget her name. Mrs. T. She had Miss Miss T. Miss something. It was something with T.
You know, it's
But
funny.
she had
All
like
all guys were in love with one of their teachers, like in love with one of their teachers. Yeah.
I would have banged a couple of them. So,
Nah,
I was always a
not
titty
banged.
guy. So
Not I'm not talking about like banged. I'm talking about like you were like infatuated with the
no, I never
teacher.
got like that. I never got like that. Seriously, not with a teacher. Not that I can
Okay.
remember.
Okay. Steve Harvey show was on the W.
No. Dude, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Dude Pacey banging the shit out of his teacher, right? So anyway, but if you don't remember that, you don't know Americana. You don't know history. You
I
don't
guess
know.
not. Yeah. But there's different timelines. There's different Americanas, you know?
Hey, you remember Sister Sister?
Mhm.
Did they ever have an episode where they were both dating the same guy and didn't know it? How cliche is that?
Well, because they're twins.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think every twin show or
It
something that
has something
usually
like that.
happens.
Yeah.
The
Yo,
person
do you remember fucking hanging with Mr. Cooper? What? Yo. They were like Mark
Curry.
Curry.
Hell
Yo,
yeah.
and it was like, yeah, Mark Curry, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay.
But the Jamie Foxx, I like the Jamie Foxx show.
Can listen, I have to have you heard this or have you seen this? Listener out there, if you haven't done anything in your life pertaining to pop culture and documentaries or a docu-series, I urge you and implore you to just do one thing.
One thing.
Go back and watch The Dark Side of Comedy, season 2. I believe it's episode 7 or 8, and it's the Family Matters episode.
Oh.
Because what you wouldn't realize is that not all, but a lot of the people on there talk about how Steve Urkel was like, he was like in Steve Urkel makeup, and he'd be like, "Hey, Laura, oh God," and they'd be like, and cut," and he'd be like, "Hey, bitch, you fucked your line up. Do it better next time, ho."
No way.
And
That's
like,
legit.
yo, like, and then like, apparently, like one of the kids were like, I forget the was it Judy? Was her name Judy? I think
Yeah, there was
the real short girl, the young girl.
Judy, yeah, something like
Was
that.
it? And and she couldn't get the line. It was like a real complex line or something she said, and he was like, gee, he said something like, "Geez, why don't you shut the fuck up already and get your shit together?" Like, and
No way Jalil was
yo,
doing this.
listen, look it up, bro. You have to share this with the fucking listener, bro. This is up there with the Kel Mitchell. This is funny as shit. And they were like, how far-fetched they got with like Steve playing different characters and shit like that. And something about Maya, I believe it was like something like he got to pick her out or something. I forget what exactly it was.
Myra.
Myra, yeah.
No way was Steve.
Yo, Steve was handling business at a young age. He was like, "Hey, bitch."
He was standing on business. He said,
He was fucking. He was like, "You fucking with my money? Don't do that." He was like, "Got any cheese?" Shit.
"Oh, I got you fired. Did I do that?" Like,
Eddie Winslow, my man Eddie Winslow, he was like, "Yeah, it really wasn't fun coming to work."
Eddie Winslow was out here unhappy.
Eddie Winslow was. It sounds to me like somebody was ungrateful of fucking Steve Urkel. Like, if you really, because you know what, say what you want, right? But they thought when it all breaks down to its core, he probably thought he was gonna come in, be the ha 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 ha. I'm the fucking eye candy of the show, and instead the geek won. Everybody was like, Steve Urkel! And nobody, listen, Eddie Winslow was replaceable. He was interchangeable.
Damn.
What was you tell me what for real, one standout thing about Eddie Winslow?
Okay, you got me. You got me.
He was a knockoff Theo Huxtable.
Ooh.
He really was on some real
Ooh.
shit. I mean, you what do you think? The same
I mean,
characteristics.
it followed
He had the same,
that, you know, that's the format. That's
it's
the
the
format.
same fucking format. But what I'm saying is Urkel broke the mold and nobody's seen it coming. So when he wasn't the fucking center of attention on the family, because like who the fuck else was going to play a good part? You know, when they first created fucking Family Matters, I'm sure they didn't see it going long. You know what I mean? It was at a time where fucking there was a lot of fucking just pilots and shit. You know what I mean? Going around. They said the 90s, everybody was getting shows. But
Yeah.
how long were they lasting?
Right.
So Steve Urkel came out of nowhere. And then he started running shit, bro.
Was he even on the first season of Family Matters?
I don't fucking know.
Oh, I thought you knew this shit. You were speaking like you knew, like
I
this.
know, listen, I know about Urkel, but I know that, listen, but that right there just goes to show nobody knows about that show unless you're talking to Urkel.
Unless you're talking to Urkel, yeah.
And you know what? I know how many episodes Urkel was on. Every single one of them that people remember.
The rest of them.
You know what I mean?
Damn. Look at this. Here it is right here.
Uh-oh.
Share this.
You screen share?
Oh, no, I got it.
No, I got it. No, don't speak.
Oh.
Did I do that?
He's a nerd and the big hit on ABC's Family Matters.
He became one of the most recognized people on television.
See? Right off the rip about Urkel.
He did a hit.
Eddie, get a life.
Child stardom can be very dark.
Look at it, dude. She's rolling up marijuana.
Getting the laugh is the greatest addiction.
Can you believe it? She's rolling up Mary Jane.
Bro. Whoa.
You ain't even get to the part where she was like, Urkel called me a stupid bitch.
Whoa. I'm just from the music and the back and forth. Dun, 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 dun. Like what?
You know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like they about to go to war. Dun 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 dun.
They want more of it. She was scared.
Dun,
Wild, bro.
The Manchurian Candidate music.
Wild. Y'all go watch Dark Side of Comedy season 2, episode
7.
Family Matters.
Shit about Urkel you never even wanted to know or knew existed. And let's just say, God bless. You get what I'm saying? God bless.
Oh man, Hollywood be touching people, man. That's crazy.
They touched my life. You know what I mean? My whole life, they've been touching me.
Interesting.
Wait, what'd I say?
Interesting. A whole new world.
Anyways, on timeline 2.
Wild.
Shit.
Wild.
You know what I'm talking about.
Bro, so Florida is on the ballot to legalize marijuana. Idaho, Weedaho is on the ballot.
Just vote yes, though. You know what I'm saying? Yo, potatoes out there in the Midwest, vote yes.
Nebraska
Potatoes in the Midwest, just vote yes.
on the
Just vote
ballot.
yes. You feel me?
South Dakota on the ballot.
SD. You know what I mean?
So
vote
yeah,
publicly. Yee. You know what I'm saying?
Florida needs to pass that. That should have been done.
What, Florida's on the ballot?
Yep.
My
Yeah.
guy. Listen, it wouldn't even matter anyway because I know. Listen, so for those that don't know, Jay Buddha stubbed his toe back in 1993, and it gave him basically his equilibrium was off, so he has a medical card. Had one his whole life. Basically, you can look it up. Primo fact here. He was the first person.
Primo fact.
Yep, he was the first person and youngest person in the state of Kentucky, state of Indiana, state of Las Vegas, and will be possibly, depending on how young everybody else is, of Florida, youngest medical marijuana patient. So more power to you, man. I hope they vote yes. But if not,
me too.
it doesn't even matter because you'll always have that. But I hope they vote yes. Just like the Midwest and then potatoes. Yes, yes, yes. You know what I'm saying?
It's strange though, because Idaho right now is fully illegal. Like no
Could you
medical.
imagine being the last person arrested for like an eighth? They're like, oh, it's like, yes, it's like, you know, oh, they're voting right now. They're voting at 416. And he's like, he signs the thing and he's like
12. He
boom,
got
412.
arrested.
He's like, this guy had 7 grams of marijuana, $8,000 fine, DUI, all kinds of shit. And they're like, as of 4:16 p.m. right now,
That shit's fine.
it is
worry.
fully legalized. And the guy's like, you know what? Fuck him. Here's your $8,000 ticket, boy.
Still has to
Oh
fucking-
God.
That's-
Last one. I bet they had fucking quotas and shit. That's crazy. I mean, everybody got a job to do.
Yeah, I suppose.
You know what I'm saying. Everybody got a job to do. If what I'm saying is, I'm sure some people, I'm sure that there's cops out there, right? Feel me on this, right? I'm sure there's cops out there.
Been the law for
Well, no,
reason.
not even that been a law, but cops out there that got some premonition in their head of like a movie cop. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I want to be like a badass, da 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 da. And then he's just like, they realize what it is, and just like, I don't give a fuck, you know. And it's not what they crack. Just like everybody else, they get in there and they're like, oh, it's a fucking
paid
grind.
enough for this shit.
Yeah, I don't get paid enough for this shit, man. Like, you know, it's a grind, you know. Hey, man, you want me to let you go? Guess what? So did the last guy. You know what I'm saying? But what are you guys going to do for me? And it's like, you know, and you know, and then it's like, if you're going to blur the line, where are you going to stop blurring the line? I mean, obviously, I get it. If it's like, hey, man, you know, you were doing fucking 30 over in a fucking 25. But I am gonna write you up, but I'm only gonna say it was 15 because I'm not a dickhead. But you know, make it cool. You get what I'm saying? Because you get what I'm saying. Like, I can see a shit like that. But if you go like, hey, you were doing 30 over, you have nothing on you, but I'm gonna make sure it was at 30 over. Like, hey, man, you already know I'm about to get fucked. Like, come on. You feel me?
I mean, shit like that. I don't know, man.
What? So you're telling me you wouldn't want the cops to pull you over?
No,
You want the cops to give you the full ticket?
I agree because I just got stopped for and shit. I was doing probably. Let's see, I was doing.
See, I didn't even notice. Okay, let's break it down. What happened?
Like 20 over.
Okay.
You know,
and what did he say?
A little late for work, and I apologized. You know, and he was like, "Look, man, just slow down." And he let me go. He could have been a dick. He could have just hit me with a ticket and, you know, whatever, reckless driving and points on the license, all that shit. But he let me go, you know.
See, that's why when some people, and I get it, there are some places where there are some people that are cops that are assholes. Not all cops are assholes.
Everybody, you know, there's assholes out there.
There's just assholes. People like all cops are assholes. All cops aren't assholes, but that's just to say every person is an asshole because, you know, like, put it this way, right?
It's just most assholes are probably gonna be cops.
Well, you know, see, or some could argue that,
but I'm saying
some people drink the Kool-Aid of where they work. You get what I'm saying? Some people just drink the fucking Kool-Aid and go like, hey, this is what it is. That's the letter of the fucking law. And it's like,
that's true
hey,
too.
I didn't walk in between these spray painted lines as I was crossing the fucking street. Come on, guy. Like, it wasn't nobody coming, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, as opposed to, hey, I just kept it cruising because I'm on a bicycle right now enjoying my fucking day, and I'm sure somebody's out there getting fucking robbed. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
And I feel like the difference is who's the asshole? Which one of those two wakes up and goes, as they're on the toilet drinking coffee, going, shit don't stink around here. You know what I mean? And who wakes up and goes, okay, who can I fucking help today?
To protect and serve, though.
Yo, it don't even say that on. Yo, look up a cop car. Just type in cop car.
It don't say it no more.
It don't even say that no more.
No
Did
more.
you know that?
Yeah.
That's a fucking primo fact. It don't say that on their fucking cop car no more.
No more.
Them motherfuckers is like, what happened to it? They have no idea.
They're like, we're just here now.
Yo, do you know what time it is? It's a Buddha moment. Give me a second. Oh, it's time for a Buddha moment, dude. I need a Buddha moment.
Need a Buddha moment. Listen. The things in life that are free are worth having in abundance. That's air and love. So always seek the things that are free.
What about things that cost a penny or 2 or 3 cents?
Doesn't matter. Because a penny, money's only valuable if you put faith in it. If you put people behind it.
So you're telling me that if I was walking into the Second and Charles and I look into their free bin, I should value all that shit way more than the stuff they have for sale?
Yeah, because you can actually make money off that free shit.
You can make money off anything. Find the right
But
buyer.
it's all profit at that point. If it's free, are you kidding?
Yeah, but what
doesn't
what
matter?
if you
Get
something for a penny?
Well, here's the thing.
Listen.
Here's what I'm saying: is things that are free, the things that are free in this world.
Yes.
That you should seek in abundance. Air and love.
Air, love. Air and love. Is that one thing or two things? Are you ranking them together? Or are you saying they're just as equal? Or are you saying they're two different things? And if so, which one would you need more of, the love or the air?
You're thinking about it too much. What you're saying.
Hey, and listen here, Deborah Wilson, calm down.
What you're saying doesn't matter.
You're so fucking rude to me. You're so rude. I was just trying to ask you a question of which one to you is more important.
Which one do you view as more important, air or the love? What?
I'm trying to say, like, how much do you love people?
Do you need 37% of the air, or do you need 53%? Or
on a scale of 1 to 10, and 1 being you, how much do you love your wife? 1 or 2? You love yourself more than you love your wife?
It's non sequitur. Non sequitur.
See, do you see what I'm saying? Now do you see what I'm saying? That's all, and that's all I was saying.
Does anyone see what you're saying? No, that doesn't.
Okay, well, tell me if it's
no sense at all.
Have you seen that they're making the varsity jacket from the Thriller video, the Michael Jackson varsity Thriller jacket? Not the one with the zippers, but the one with the M.
No.
Did you see that?
Are you gonna get it?
I tried to. They didn't have it in my size. They didn't have it in 44X. I was like, that sucks. My back was, it would be a little chilly if I didn't get the 44.
Right. How much were they going for?
I think it was like $249.
Oh, okay. Limited quantity.
Limited quantities.
How many?
I don't know. I think they only made like 500 of them or something.
Oh shit.
Maybe. I really don't know.
Okay.
I can't remember, to be honest, because I didn't get one. But listen, man, I want to be honest with you. My one is done. My friend, my bro, my guy. If I was Mr. Beast, you would be my burger. You know what I'm saying? It just goes together. You know what I'm saying? There's jelly, there's peanut butter.
No Diddy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, I see. I wasn't even going to say that because you already know there's some Diddy in there. We've listened to a couple of them songs as we was in the hot tub and shit. You know what I mean? Chilling.
He ain't go in nowhere. That's a whole different meaning now. Going nowhere.
Listen,
I can't be stopped now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a whole different meaning. You know what I want you to do? I want you to sing the only song you'd recite if they pointed a gun to your head.
yo, that's my shit, dude. I'll tell you what, Montel Jordan. If we can get Montel Jordan on this show,
Bro.
if we can get Montel Jordan on this show, I'll tell you what. I'm buying everybody who listens around. There it is. Buying all of them around.
There it is.
Probably be like fucking $4 because it's like 2 people. So
Right.
I am buying everybody who listens.
If y'all are listening, go ahead and tweet, email.
Get Montel Jordan on the show.
Get Montel
to sing with me.
on
If you get him on the show just to sing, this is how we do it. With me and my boy Jay Buddah. Listen, I'll buy everybody around. That's it. That's it. That's all we need to know. Until next time, I wash my hands of the
This
bullshit.
has been the Pearled Up Podcast. Like I said, make sure y'all watch on all those social media platforms. Follow us. Jay Buddah, Pawley Primo.
Hey.
We love you.
Hey. Peas and carrots.